laced up.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
Have we started? Yes. Gridiron updates, week 2. Rob's here with me. This is Smelty, by the way.
There he is.
I never introduced myself ever, actually. Mistake number 1. We're joined by Dom again this year.
It's good to be back, fellas. It's good to be back. Skull to the bowl, as usual.
He is a Skull fan,
Yes,
so
sir.
obviously get ready for a third Vikings take this week. So if you're not a Vikings fan, buckle up because it was fun. It was fun this week. Obviously, Kev behind the camera and the computer. I was going to say the microphone. We haven't done that yet. We're going to get Kev mic going. We got to do that. Anyway,
We need
Kev's
Kev
here.
mic.
Kev's here. And Dom's significant other is here in the background. We won't make her say what's up while we're completely live right now. But she's here. Anyway, let's get right into our week 1 game recaps, Kev. The first game we'll be recapping. Hold on. Wait a minute. So, Rob picked the Eagles for this game. I picked the Eagles. I believe you also picked the Eagles for this game. Who wouldn't? Defending champs. Getting the dub 24-20 at home against the Dallas Cowboys. For me, I saw some CD drops late in the game that definitely affected this. But crucial.
They were very crucial drops, especially that was like last 2 minutes. He had 2 of them deep,
ones, yeah.
and he had one earlier that kept compiling on him. So it was a light drama to start, a little Hawk Tui to get her going. And
I mean, kind of, yeah. I didn't think about it that way.
you know, like,
Oh my God. So did you see the angle from the other way that allegedly Dak spit? Dak spit
Yeah.
first.
I saw the.
I mean, what?
he did
mean,
just
spit
not
on the ground.
Yeah,
Listen, we don't see and hear a lot of things that happen on that field. Okay, like, come on, calm down. Do you think the kicking out of the game was the ejection was?
I mean,
needed to happen?
it was the right thing. You can't disrespect people like that. You know,
For sure. I mean, putting bodily fluids on somebody else.
spitting on the guy.
Yeah.
That's just taking it a little too far.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
things like that you can't do that. Especially like trying to set a good example for the kids out there. Like just because somebody spits on the ground in front of you does not mean you have the right to spit on them. You know.
And the NFL came out today with the decision that his ejection was his suspension, so he'll be playing next week.
Yeah, 60,000. I think it was like he got fined about 60,000.
But the game was,
$57K.
56. Yeah,
Whatever.
Make it sound a little bit better.
But back to the game. Jalen Hurts came out, had a couple tutties to start. Barkley had one. Defensively, though, you could see the Eagles. They had a couple guys out, losing Carter early. Let the Cowboys kind of hang around in that game, and so it was competitive towards the end. So I don't know. What did you guys see into this game? Did you think the Eagles were going to give it up late?
I was starting to kind of feel that way. So it kind of this game threw me off. So personally, I was actually in the middle of coaching a game during this game, and as we were leaving the stadium, they had the game on a TV, and I saw what the score was. I'm pretty sure it was 24-20 in the third quarter. If I remember right. And I saw it leaving the stadium in the third quarter. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, me and a fellow coach went out to get some food. Yes, after the game, and as we were getting food. It was 24-20 in the third quarter, and I was like, bro, am I in the twilight zone right now? I didn't know there was a delay or anything.
Yeah,
so
like 55-minute lightning
luckily
delay.
I was able to see, the end of it like that. Honestly, I thought the Cowboys were going to be able to pull it off, but it was honestly that big. I think it was a poster out, that big drop by CD that it felt like he should have had that. The ball was on the line. It was there.
Yeah, extended.
You just got to have it. You know what I mean? We saw other plays by big players. Derrick Henry, we'll talk about him later. You know what I mean? It just is what it is.
Right.
The game's going to game sometimes. You know what I mean?
100%.
You got to come down with that. He knows that. He came out and said it. Jay Will, 3.6 yards a carry. Oh, well. Hey, 2 tuds.
He did have 2 tuds.
He's
Disappeared in the second half, though.
yeah. All good. Still had the 2 tutties though.
But he did have a nice game. A couple of hard runs.
Yeah.
You know, he looked,
And I'm not
fresh.
I'm not just sitting here trying to rip on CD either. I mean, 110 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. He
Put the
ate.
team on his back. You know what I mean? But Dak Prescott. I think Dallas will be okay. I think they're going to be plenty competitive this season. Again, I think I had them going. I think at least a 10-win season, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, or winning the Super Bowl. Can't remember.
No, I didn't go that far. I did not go that far. But final thoughts on, honestly, the Cowboys. We all have final thoughts on the Eagles. They're the defending champions. Let's not waste time there. Dom, actually, because we've talked about this, but what is your, I guess, prediction for the Cowboys the rest of the season?
I'll say the Cowboys could be an easy 9-win team. They got a couple of things.
Which, in our predictions anyway, 9 wins in the NFC this year is fighting for a wild card. So.
I mean, they just really got to get past. It's going to be tough to play against the Eagles. It's going to be more coming down to them and the Commanders. To me, I mean, I'm a huge Jaden Daniels fan, as you guys know.
Yeah,
but
buddy.
when it comes to
Don't hide it.
When it comes talking about the Cowboys at this point, Dak Prescott has to stay healthy. That's going to be crucial on how their season really is going to go. And C&J will do his thing. It's good to see that because he was definitely struggling before he came to the Cowboys.
Yeah. Finally healthy, maybe after that ACL.
Yeah, he's finally healthy.
Yeah,
Mike. I mean, my quick finishing takes on that is Mike Parson definitely you could feel his absence on the defensive line of the Cowboys.
100%.
And then is that second receiver Pickens. Did he show you enough where he's going to be a big threat for the Cowboys this year? You know, so that's kind of moving forward.
I want Pickens.
Yeah,
he'll get settled in there.
So that's kind of where I was at with the Cowboys moving forward, and Dak's got to stay healthy.
Fair enough. With that, we have to move on again. The Eagles getting the win 24-20 in Philadelphia. Let's see. The next game we're going to talk about here, the Chiefs technically at the Chargers, but in Sao Paulo, Brazil, the Chargers coming away victorious 27-21, as yours truly predicted, and unlike Rob. But just had to throw that out there. Anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
You beat me last year overall, so
yeah,
I got to rub in my small wins. My small wins, you know what I mean? Anyway, Justin Herbert looking ridiculous, 25 for 34, excuse me. My mind doing the number switch thing.
Yeah.
318 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Very nice.
Took 3 sacks, but I'm okay with it. You know, for the most part, he felt comfortable to me
He was looking
in this
comfortable
game. People actually question his leadership a little bit. He's kind of a weird guy, you know, but I don't know. Came out firing on all cylinders in game 1 of the season.
Definitely.
Yeah, he looked good. The Chargers defense looked really good, I thought, especially that. Xavier Worthy going down early on that collision with his own teammate.
Dislocated shoulder.
That did slow down. Hollywood Brown did look nice. I kind of predicted those fantasy football guys that heard me make that statement last week to put him on your team.
Travis Kelce, Todd.
You know, Travis had that one Todd. He didn't get quite as many targets as I thought he'd originally get, but because Hollywood got them all.
Literally.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was a good battle. I enjoyed it. It ended the losing streak, 7 games.
Yeah.
So, Chargers take control of that division to start off. So,
yes, sir, they do.
I felt like it was pretty good.
I saw a meme come out that said all these little kids are going to grow up in Brazil thinking Quentin Johnson's just a stud. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm really happy for him. The dude has had a rough start to his career. Everybody clowns this guy for having no hands. Yeah. So
Jersey sales just went way up.
Hey, you know what? Hey, it is what it is, right? Let's see here. Sorry. I was just collecting my thoughts here. I couldn't remember.
Don, do you feel like this is the end of the Chiefs era over in the West?
End of the Chiefs era.
I don't know about the Chiefs era, but I would say more just
winning the division.
Good to see Harbaugh actually starting to let the ball fly. You know, he really emphasizes the run, and them drafting Omari Hampton was really big in the draft. But at the same time, he's a rookie. You got to let him settle in and let.
They didn't really run the ball that well.
Not
this
really.
week.
Nah, it was more Justin Herbert ran the ball really well this weekend. Just like Patrick Mahomes too. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is the leading rusher on the Chiefs this weekend.
Yep.
That's wild to me because he's not really the guy to just go out there and run. He makes things happen. You know, he's a good improviser of the ball game. For me, it's just more like I said, Justin Herbert letting it fly. He's never thrown for over 4,000 yards. I think this season could be the season.
He's
that
fully
could be the year.
capable of that.
Oh, for sure, yes.
As many things as we saw from Harborough with the play selection, I really think like this season they could really make a run at the division at least.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And their receivers looked good. Keenan Allen contributed,
he
coming
had
back,
he had
playing again
he
this
had
year.
7 receptions,
Yeah.
a big reception in the corner, him toe tapping. That just
Yeah.
reminded me of that old classic Keenan Allen back
For sure.
Tutty.
There was a clip of Derwin James calling him third and Keenan.
Yeah.
Third and Keenan. Third and Keenan. He's like, y'all don't even know. Third and
Exactly.
Keenan.
And that was, I think, the difference for the Chiefs. They went 0 for 7 on third down.
Yeah.
And last year, I think they were third in the league on third down conversion. So, I mean, right there could be the difference maker of the outcome of that game. So.
And just week one jitters. Got to get a lot of those guys. A lot of those guys don't play in the preseason. We're starting to see more teams playing the preseason, their starters, and talking about the other teams coming up. I think those guys, you could tell that they were playing in the preseason a little bit more than other guys coming in.
Yeah, well, Smelty's Chargers get the victory.
That's right.
Yeah, they do. One thing I would like to see, Omarion Hampton was okay. He was Javonte Williams-ish, if you will. But I'd like to see a little bit more Najee. I don't know if he just wasn't up to speed yet or what was going on. So I'd like to see a little bit more Najee Harris going
one
forward.
Carry?
Yeah, one carry. I think he had a reception too. No, yeah, he did. So I don't know. I'd just like to see some more snaps for Najee. Maybe he's still trying to see out of
I'm
both
assuming
eyes.
that's the direction they're going with that.
Yep. But Chargers 1-0, 27-21 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's keep moving. NFC North battle. Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions at home. And Green Bay coming out firing on all cylinders. I mean, honestly.
It was
Firing.
I don't think...
Those cheese curds all every direction.
For me, it seemed like Detroit just really couldn't get in a rhythm after having to kind of claw back in it pretty much the whole first half. I mean, they're playing from behind for majority of this game, and then obviously for the entirety of the game. So, the 39 attempts for Jared Goff sticks out to me a big time when you have a guy like Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery on your rosters.
They
But
rushed for less than 40 yards combined.
Got a little pass happy.
Yeah.
For sure,
We're starting to
for
see
sure.
the growing pains without Ben Johnson truly this weekend with the Lions. I mean, you still got Jared Goff, you still got other weapons, but the play calling has got to get a little bit better.
That is too, and losing those two, the center and the guard.
Oh, yeah, the
Did you
offensive
see-
line
do you see,
definitely, yeah.
that little.
Yeah, Frank Ragnow is being missed right now.
Yeah, so I saw the little difference. The Packers just came out and punched him in the mouth. I mean,
I
that's
did not expect
that's
the
how I
Packers
looked
to
at
come
it.
out like that.
And the Packers D was flying all over the field. Detroit looked
yeah.
slow. They didn't get a running game established, and then they just pinned their ears back, and Goff threw it a billion times, and it's really hard to be effective in the NFL if you're just one-dimensional.
And to be honest, the Packers running game didn't impress me that much either, but it was enough when it needed to be. You know what I mean? It was Jordan Love and his receivers just kept finding the soft spot in the zone.
Oh, yeah, he hit like
it was
6, 7
insane.
receivers. It wasn't just one guy getting the ball. Tucker Kraft, their new receiver, Michael Golden, couple of receptions, but it's just everybody doing their part.
And it was big chunks.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
I mean, Jordan Love was looking downfield all game. We're
Literally.
talking 2 receptions for Romeo Dobbs, but for 68 yards.
Exactly.
Jaden Reed 3, but for 45 yards. That's a 15-yard average.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking chunks of yards
not just
down the field.
checkdowns.
So it was wild to see. Interesting to see Matthew Golden get involved on his couple of receptions.
Definitely liked it. I got him in fantasy.
Yeah.
Concerns me. He looks good out there and wearing number 0. I don't know. Makes me nervous.
I think he's going to be good.
Yeah, it makes me nervous
Yeah.
as a Vikes fan.
Yeah, the Lions just didn't lift their leg enough, pissed down their leg. They were 1 for 4.
Classic Lion.
In the red zone. They had that big interception
Yeah,
right
in the
before
red zone.
half.
In the red zone, too, yeah.
It was just not a good day for the Lions.
No, not at all. On the other side, Micah Parsons getting his first sack as a Green Bay Packer.
They did.
He was definitely
love
when
to
he was
hate
out
it.
there. When he was out there, definitely you could feel his presence for sure at any time. I felt like when he was coming in, he was getting triple teamed. Then 2 defenders would get there easily.
I'm just curious how long it'll be till he's 100% healthy with that because it's a
Right.
spine
Yeah, the
thing,
back-
right?
yeah,
Right
yeah.
there, little-
That does scare me though. If he's getting shots
Shots,
every week,
that's
what's that doing in your overall longevity.
That's what I'm
you
wondering.
know,
It's like,
like-
can you get 100% healthy while
Right.
in season with that injury? Like that's a general general question.
With the
modern
snap-
medicine,
yeah.
who knows?
And the snap count, I mean, he only played about 17 snaps.
Right.
True,
So
yeah.
they're just going to ease him in there. Again, probably next week, he'll probably play around 17 to 20 snaps. After that, probably go up to about
Yeah.
25, on and on. I mean, smells to your coach. You know how it goes.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see.
he's
Hey,
back,
I
he's
mean,
back.
it'll be Parsons back. Watch all this year long to see if that's going to be a continuing issue. So,
And just my parting thought for the Packers, I love those 2 tight ends they got, man. That's tough.
Tucker Kraft is.
So even
Yeah.
when those 3 receivers aren't finding the soft spot in the zone, watch out for those tight ends too. I
Musgrave
mean,
and Tucker Kraft.
that offense is a little scary. We'll see. Again, Lions fans are probably freaking out right now. Just like, calm down. It's all right. It's week 1. It's the same thing I got to tell Vikings fans, unfortunately. So you two better calm down. It's week 1. But real curious to see how this NFC North pans out. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle the whole way.
100%.
Let's move on to game 3. Nope.
4.
This is game 4 already. Holy crap, we're flying. All right. Ravens at Buffalo. This was our game of the week last week, and we were not mistaken. This game was ridiculous. Everybody thought, including yours truly, of course, thought that the Ravens were just going to come up with this, especially after that one-handed catch by
DeAndre Hopkins in the corner.
Yeah, it was D-Hop. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was
He had
D-Hop.
2
yeah.
receptions, 1 for a touchdown.
But that catch was ridiculous. I was like, that's
dirty.
D-Hop being D-Hop,
Yeah,
man.
100%.
And so when they went up at that point, and then Derrick Henry broke the long run later, I was like, this
It's
should be
over.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not even close to being done. We were
Bills
just
and
getting
Josh
started.
Allen are going to get going. Yes, obviously the big deal being the fumble. Nobody feels worse than Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
That was the only turnover of the game.
And that was the difference of the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
If that doesn't happen, we're having a whole different conversation.
100%.
So, but yeah, Josh Allen coming through in the clutch late again. It's the modern NFL.
Matt Prater coming
Yeah.
through.
He said, I was just
true.
coaching my son last week writing plays down. They called me up. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, I bet. There was some story about it. I don't remember who it was. Somebody in a special teams meeting, I saw Matt Prater walk in.
Yeah,
They were
he's
like,
like, I
oh,
don't
we got a
even-
new
yeah.
coach. I was like, holy crap, no, that's Matt Prater. That's messed up. but I understand.
Hey.
The picture of him walking off the field looks like, oh, man, yeah. What am I doing?
He did
But I
that
just
years
won
for the
game,
Lions. So, I mean,
Yeah.
very expected from him to make those crucial kicks when they really needed it.
Yeah.
And
But 22 points in the fourth quarter.
yeah, I mean, we do that on NCAA.
Like, Jake, how do you feel right now, homie, about your Ravens
Jake.
defense?
Has anyone done a mental wellness check on
I
him?
did not reach out to him. We probably should have. We probably should have reached out to him.
Jake, blink twice if you're good.
So outside of that fumble, Derrick Henry had an outstanding day.
oh yeah,
I
they
mean,
were talking about him. About
He
to
killed
break-
me in
yeah.
fantasy.
dude, I bet he did.
He killed a lot of people. Killed about 1,000 other teams too. Also, Rob.
I bet he did. That Baltimore offense is looking as dangerous as ever. You know, if they can get a sliver of what Mark Andrews used to be back as well, and try to get that back going again and reignite that a little bit, dude, watch out.
Are they
man.
your Super Bowl favorite right now?
for AFC?
For AFC?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
done?
yeah. This right
No.
here is the
No?
this right
No.
here is the AFC Championship game for me.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Chiefs are gonna chief. Patrick Mahomes is gonna, dude. He just sneaks his way into places because he's elite. But
Okay.
I don't see the Chiefs making it to the AFC Championship this year unless
Dom,
these two
Dom,
are
I
on
want
the
to hear
same
Dom
side.
talk. Stop talking.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I was with the Bills. I mean, I feel like they're gonna hopefully play Skull to the Bowl Vikings.
Okay.
The Super Bowl.
Okay.
Bills Vikes would be crazy.
Bills
Vikes
Vikings
would
would
be
be
epic.
crazy. The Bills. I mean, 2 fun stats just about this game: the 200-0 when rushing over 250 yards till that game, and then also the scoregami.
Wow.
So just 2 fun.
250 and 0.
Yeah, no, yeah. So they were 200-0 rushing over 250 yards.
Who?
Just in general,
Just
NFL
NFL.
teams.
If you
Oh,
if you
NFL.
rushed
You
over
rushed
200, you won
yards,
the game.
They won the game until the Ravens. But for me, the Bills
I'm
are
seeing 238.
or two.
But either way,
it might have been over 200 then.
Oh, yeah,
but yeah,
just over
either
200,
way,
yeah.
200 and 0.
Yeah, 200 when rushing over 200 yards. So
So
that
that's
was
the
what I
goal
mean. But
every
yeah,
game. Just rush over 200.
When it comes to the Bills, yeah, I mean Josh Allen is making it happen. He's got a couple of good threats on the team. Kincaid, Coleman.
Coleman looks like he's
Coleman's
coming to
looking,
his own.
coming
Yep.
into his own.
Yep.
James
Finally, good
Cook.
for him.
And I
James
think
Cook
Palmer's been a nice
Yep.
addition to him.
Palmer's been
from the
fine.
Chargers.
He's been fine.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
you
He
know,
played one game.
He's been fine.
Yeah.
He's been fine. We'll be good.
Are you
He's
just
a
mad he left
great
the
number
Chargers
three.
or what?
He's a great number 3.
yeah, I know.
Well, some bitterness going on here for some odd reason.
Anyway, I also wanted to mention that the 41-40 score.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain that's the first time in NFL history
Yeah,
that's
score
ever
got me.
happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
score
Oh,
got
that's
me.
what you
Yeah,
said.
score
Score got
got
me.
me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
crazy.
So
I
just
didn't
like
know
the
that.
2 little fun facts I found out
I
about
like
that
it.
game. So that
doing his work over
doing
there.
a little bit of
Yeah,
work,
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
get a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
this game was crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
Mr. Consistency coming through with those clean facts. I like it.
I appreciate
And
you.
you know who messed up big time? Jair.
Yeah,
He got burnt.
yeah.
Oh.
Or just didn't know the coverage or something.
Right.
Something was bad.
So-
I can't remember who scored that, but Jair got
Is that
burnt
just your
bad
little
on
quick
one play.
dig on
Yeah.
a Packers fan? I like it. I like it.
For sure. They don't care. Packers probably look good.
Throw it
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Throw it in there.
There's a
If you
reason,
want to.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
He barely
He
played.
sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody
he's-
likes to say that.
So let's move on to the game.
Of the week.
The game that everybody is listening to this for, obviously. The Vikings getting the win 27-24 in Chicago. Do we dare say stole the game from Chicago late in the game. J.J. McCarthy coming alive after that pick 6, I tell you what.
That's what he needed to do, I guess. I mean, that's what I said. After he threw the pick 6, started throwing a couple of tutties, guess he just needed to see it go the wrong way.
And then rushed one in.
Yeah,
and
that
lowered his
read
shoulder.
option was disgusting.
Yeah.
Great block by T.J. Hawkinson also.
It was a great block, and you know, at the end of the
Yes,
game,
great
Mr.
block
Caleb
by
Williams should have done the same thing instead
100%.
of doing his little tippy toey
Yeah.
thing and just put head down, and go. Let's go
Yeah.
get back in this game here.
He definitely
That cost him.
Oh, yeah,
an
100%.
opportunity.
Now I'm curious, though, to see how much better Caleb Williams can get going over game film with his head coach
Right.
if they do that. You know what I mean? If they have that,
You think his coach can improve his accuracy
maybe
He missed
It's a
about
time. It
4
could be
in
open-
between weeks?
Yeah.
Hey, it's going to be a process, right? You know, it's going to be
Okay.
a process. I'm still, even after that game,
Sure glad you're a linebackers
I'm still
coach.
not out on Caleb Williams. I thought, right? And I,
He showed a little bit more. He showed a little bit more maturity in the game at the start. At
I
least.
think so too. And
At
they
the
came,
start, yeah.
Agreed. He
they
did
came
look
out
calm.
big.
He
But at the
did look
same
calm.
time, like a couple of analysts was saying, Flores was playing chess. Ben Johnson was playing checkers.
He was, and Flores wasn't bringing the heat.
No, he
until
didn't. He
late
only
in the
brought
game.
one blitz in the
Yeah,
whole game,
he
and he brought
saved it.
13.
He was saving it, yeah.
He rushed only one blitz in the first half. He rushed 14 in the second half.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
just talks about what he was about to really
Yeah.
get busy.
Made him do a bunch of little dunks
Yeah.
to the running backs, nothing deep,
And they were
nothing
still
deep.
checking down
Yeah,
early.
Oh, yeah, he was hitting
getting
the
what he
smart shot,
wanted,
yeah.
rushing full.
Yeah. So, yeah, he just didn't let them beat us deep early to get the momentum going with them. It was Chicago's game
Yeah,
to win, you know.
100%.
I was-
The Chicago Bears lost this game. We are not questioning that by any means.
But that, you know, we stayed around and then we capitalized. You
Yeah.
know, JJ started warming up. I thought that pass to end the first half to
Naylor.
Naylor
Yeah.
is kind of like a shooter seeing a ball go in the
Oh,
hoop.
yeah, for sure.
You know, it was like, and then he felt a little bit. He was late on that interception, definitely.
1,000%.
You know,
He stared him down.
But other than that, I mean, even that JJ one that went through his hands, he's got
JJ got to catch that.
JJ's got to catch
both
it.
of
He's
Jetta's
gotta take it-
drops
yeah.
are
catchable
right on the
and the
money.
money.
Yeah. So
You know, like even that one low, that's
Yeah.
trust me, that's a tough catch.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if you got to cradle that.
Yeah.
Your elbows are
But
naturally
at the same
gonna be
time,
coming out.
even if he would have
It's
caught
right
it,
on
he
the
wasn't
money.
going to get first down.
No.
It was short of the. It was
No,
short of the
right,
stick.
for
So
sure,
I mean,
for
in
sure.
in
The route's gotta be
yeah,
different, but-
the route's got to be more out. But the one that he threw over top, people keep saying that JJ threw it too early.
That's a tough
I
catch
mean,
too.
he was trying to hit the money. That was a
Yeah,
money route. We're
it
trying
was.
to make sure that we get back into this game at that point. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
I mean, like I said, after JJ threw that pick, something just sparked, and you just saw it in his eyes. Literally, after that second touchdown, he walked off to
Yeah.
the side of the field, head down, ready to ride again.
Hey, week one, man.
Going to war.
Good and bad. We're gonna have to forget about. That's what he likes saying.
Yeah.
That's his thing. But he came into the huddle too,
Saying, "Where would you rather be?
dude.
Where would you rather be?"
That's
Isn't
dog.
that-
That's a
That's
dog
a
move right there.
saying that to
you
Will
know?
Fry,
You know?
saying that to Justin Jefferson, saying
Yeah,
that to
who
Adam
are you talking
Thielen.
to right now? And I guess they all. He was saying how he just wanted to see one smile, and they all smiled, and then they
Yeah.
got to go play.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And just the addition of actually being able to run the ball now for the Vikes is crucial. Jordan Mason is
Came up
starting to
big.
see why people really liked him for the Vikes. You know, he literally led top 5 in yards after the
contact.
Yeah, yards after contact. So, I mean, yesterday he had 39 yards after contact. He rushed for 50.
Yeah.
So you're telling me
That running game was actually what got them back into the game. In that second half, they got a couple first downs, and then he'll play a little play action on the second, like short and one, where you make those plays.
Yeah.
And then you got that deep out to JJ early to get down to the red zone. Then you end up finding him on that crosser, and great protection on that play too.
Yeah.
And then the ball just kept rolling, and then you saw Caleb Williams really start falling apart. That little messy pocket, he started like really like weird throwing his body.
He had a really quick trigger, or he was bouncing out immediately when he didn't have to right away.
But he ended up on the ground a bunch, and it wasn't even that he was getting hit. He was like running into his own linemen.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
So yeah, he definitely fell apart under the pressure of that second half. So I'm still don't think he's still seeing ghost, and he's not seeing the field good enough to be an NFL quarterback right now.
I mean, we saw a whole 360. I mean, literally, first 3 quarters, we saw J.J. McCarthy seeing ghost for a second, and then it turned around. Caleb Williams kind of collapsed.
Man.
Bad situation. I mean,
and Vikings fans are so annoying.
Yeah.
so many people were so out on JJ McCarthy.
I mean, I was still in on him, but I was just getting frustrated with the play calling.
We are the first half of week 1.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I mean, we're snapping the ball, and we only got 2 seconds left on the clock. We're not.
Yeah,
I didn't really like that. I understand he's trying to audible into another call because he sees something, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like you just got to go with that first.
For sure.
The first one, especially we're at Chicago first week. He used to live there. A lot of stuff is riding on him, and I feel like at the end he came out on top.
Yeah, he still punted 7 times.
I mean, he looked like a rookie quarterback in the first half.
Sure.
And then we had a bunch of slips. I just watched a little bit of the 22 of the first half just to go like, what was he looking at? You know, and the Vikings in general were just off in that first. They couldn't get the running game going, so it was second and third and forever. And then so it was all JJ. And then the routes were like JJ fell on a couple. They had a mesh where they pretty much ran into each other on a third down play. They just never got anything going in the first half, you know. But I just like to see him come out firing in the second half. Good vibes going into the second week. For the Bears,
get healthy. They had a couple big missing pieces.
Jalen Johnson on the outside.
We lost Cashman at the end of the game, so I mean,
he's didn't play. Smith didn't play.
School was getting schooled.
So
all day long. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I think we stole one there, and now we need to be one game above 500 the rest of the way to make the playoffs.
100%.
Pretty much is where we're at. If you want to look at it in the long run.
Sure.
So that's kind of how. Even if we go just above 500. We're golden.
We could be in the fight for a wild card.
Exactly. So
no, I hear you.
We definitely stole that one on old Soldier Field there.
Just got to tighten up a couple screws. We're right back in the game.
Yeah, buddy.
For sure. Well, with that, fellas, that wraps up our week 1 game recaps. Dom, thanks for joining us, of course.
It's a pleasure. Skull to the bowl, buddies.
Mr. Consistency over there.
I try to be.
No doubt. Rob,
thank you much.
thanks for showing up.
Yes.
Yep.
It always feels good to show up after a Vikings win.
No doubt. I sometimes don't want to do this after Vikings loss.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's we got to talk about everybody else more and just skip over the Vikes game. Kev behind the computer and the cameras getting everything done for us as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, whether it's on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all of it, wherever you listen to the banter. And with that, we'll see you in the next episode, which will be week 2's news and injuries.
More news.
Woohoo.
That's right.
Bye-bye.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.